Initiating dinosaur call mission. Preparing combat area. Please wait. Summoning a T-Rex.
Your assistance is appreciated.
Summoning Superminuses. The T-Rex is on the move. Pursuit. Summoning Sinomythosauruses.
My gratitude.
Summoning Sniper Neosaurs. The dinosaur upgrade period has ended. Resetting levels. Summoning Sinomythosauruses.
Marker 5. Marker 5. Careless.
Summoning gas Neosaurs. Summoning Sniper Neosaurs.
My gratitude. Do not stand down. Yes, I needed.
Summoning Pteranodon.
Instead, will be repaid. Flag is ready. Make your succeed. Taste my blade. You have my gratitude.
Dinosaur call. You are completing objectives faster than the enemy team. Warning, you will now commence the final mission. Brace yourselves for interdimensional travel. Prepare for combat. The final mission is uplink control. Approach the uplink and secure it, then initiate data transfer. Maintain your proximity to an enemy-controlled uplink to disable that uplink and claim it for your team.
Energy restored. That's better.
Uplink A secure. Uplink A is taking damage. Defend it.
You're a great help. Marker 5.
Warning, the enemy team has entered this dimension. You are at great risk of being attacked. Stay alert at all times. Summoning dinosaurs to all uplinks in 30 seconds. All dinosaurs will be removed. Uplink B secured. Dinosaurs will be summoned shortly. Data transfer 25% complete.
well.
Uplink C has been lost. Dinosaurs summoned to all uplinks. I have awarded the enemy team a Dominator. They may invade with a hostile dinosaur. Uplink A is taking damage. Defend it. Uplink B is taking damage.
I've been careless.
Uplink B shut down. Uplink A shut down. Approach the uplink and secure it. Then initiate data transfer. All dinosaurs will be removed. Uplink C shut down.
Marker 5.
Uplink C secured. Data transfer 50% complete. Uplink A secured. Warning. The enemy team has activated the Dominator. Enemy-controlled dinosaur incoming. Prioritize its destruction. Uplink C is taking damage. Defend it. Summoning dinosaurs to all uplinks in 30 seconds. Uplink B secured. Uplink B is taking damage. Defend it.
To the objective.
Dinosaurs will be summoned shortly. Uplink B shut down. Uplink C shut down. Data transfer 75% complete. Dinosaurs summoned to all uplinks. Uplink C has been lost. Uplink A is taking damage. Defend it. Uplink B secured. Uplink B is taking damage. Defend it. Uplink A shut down. Victory. Demonstrated exemplary combat against Uplink B shut down. A Dominator has been generated for your team. Use the Dominator to commandeer a dinosaur and attack the enemies. All dinosaurs will be removed. Uplink B secured. Uplink C shut down. Dominator active. Take advantage of this great asset and defeat the enemies. Combat test complete. You are victorious. Thank you for producing high-quality data. Remember, exosuits can always be refined. Always.
Away the competition.
Behold, the best exofighters in this war game.
All hooked up. We can jump the carrier back to 2040 at any time.
Okay, Sandy. What are our chances against Leviathan and Durban?
Processing. In 95% of scenarios, we die fighting.
What if it's not just Ace? We fought alongside the other hard cases before. Run the numbers on a whole squad of exo-fighters.
Processing. Victory.
Hey,
All right.
In 32% of scenarios.
This is our chance. We may never get another.
We can't gamble on 32%.
So how about 50-50? Flip it, Chief.
Hits, we wait for a better answer.
Tails, we go and fight.
No. We can't lead this to chance. None of us chose to get stuck on Big Katoa. But we didn't say no. control Leviathan. How stupid were we to take that gig?
Or think we can get that sweet IBS life.
Company makes it so easy to do nothing.
Yeah.
Let's do something! It is time for us to make history, not the other way around.
We fight. We fight!
My kind of guy!
Oh, you're broadcasting this?
Never waste a good speech.
Oh, damn, son, I ain't even shaving. Knuckles all ashy. Coco put on this goddamn island. We're about to do something so goddamn dangerous, it might actually work. You're dumb enough to join us. Welcome to the Hammerheads.
Incoming transmission.
It appears you can't trust anything nowadays. Durban, this is not what you think it is. Shut up, science. You have to understand. You've already lost. I am in control. Allow me to demonstrate. Leviathan. Head.
Come over here and try that.
No. No. And I think you're going to come to me. You see, you have half the data, and I have half. So when you feel up to fighting, you know where I'll be.
Wait! Let's settle this. You and me. Well, what do you say?
No.
I hate that guy.
Okay, just hold that steady while I fasten the cover, and this bird is ready to fly.
Oof. It's very heavy. Good thing I'm healing.
Did I ever tell you about the time I nearly died over the Barrett Sea?
Yeah. Is now the time.
Just bear with me. So there we were. Long-haul cargo run to Murmansk, flying through an Arctic storm.
Getting to point, please.
Suddenly, the right engine loses thrust. Then the left. They're cycling, but there's no power. We're losing altitude, dipping the nose to keep ourselves out of a storm. The Arctic Ocean's starting to get real big in that windshield, and we're trying everything to get those engines firing.
Yes, I'm with you. Very good.
That's when I realized it was so cold, there was ice forming on the fuel filters, blocking the flow. The engines were starving.
And so you fix and save the day, all done.
That's when I remembered the APU.
Anyone? Ace? Dolders?
That's right, the auxiliary power unit. I fired her up and let her overheat. Could have blown up at any second, but it was warm in the fuel, melting ice. We're down to 500 feet when suddenly, wham, the engines come back to life. I can smell the APU cooking from the cockpit, but we made it back in one piece. Okay, you can let go.
I'm glad you survived, Chief, but what is point?
The point is, a jet like this is a machine full of machines. It's got redundancies built in. Cross feeds, backups, manual reversion, you name it. There's always something you can use to get the job done. Now, we want to jump the carrier back to 2040, but we need more power. I have an idea.
Oh, Chief. What's all this?
This is our way to Leviathan. We want to go to 2040. Not enough power. We want to help my sister make Colossal plan work. Not enough power. As much as I hate to admit he's right, it's like science said. We needed that revolution cylinder. But Durban stole the data, and we couldn't fabricate one here anyway, which meant we were out of luck, unless we use a substitute.
The transmission cable linked to the carrier's generator drive shaft.
Right. The problem with this little vortexer is not enough torque. It can't spin fast enough to generate the kind of vortex we need.
So Chief linked it up to military-grade jet engine shaft.
I always knew this bird would get us off the island. What I didn't know was I'd have to turn her into a time machine to do it. Sandy's working on the calculations now.
Sandy, is this really going to get us back to 2040?
Based on the firmware update we received from Dr. Garrett Sines, we have ample power to travel back to 2040 and confront Leviathan.
And hopefully not back to Middle Ages like Biketoa.
You mean you don't want to be a goddess during the Inquisition?
You tell joke, but where's Liv?
I have records of the vortexes that transport Ace to the wargame in 2040. We can follow Leviathan's example.
Not comforting.
And as for destabilizing Hyzo, we did a little test. Look at this.
Ba-boom. Lozol. Running this thing in reverse really works.
We're going to take off, jump the carrier back to 2040, fly to the Leviathan's core platform, and turn Leviathan's fuel tanks into a ticking time bomb.
There's just a matter of Durban. Who knows we're coming, by the way.
But Ace will be ready to take care of that.
Chief, all this sounds ridiculously dangerous. Not that I'm backing out or anything, but...
Let me finish up here. Then we'll talk.
There it is. We now know more about this island than anyone else on Earth.
In multiple timeline color code.
Yeah, it's pretty simple when you have all the pieces. Well, simple is a relative term, of course. Look, this is what started it all. The Origin Suit's pilot, Yannick Nadi, tries to go back in time and prevent his future by destroying Leviathan, but ends up hurled back to the Cretaceous period. And that's the first change in the timeline. Nadi dies, and his exosuit stays buried for millions of years. Ibius finds the exosuit and the futuristic technology. It blows their minds. They reverse engineer it, and they realize they've got their hands on an energy revolution.
Hyzo. And because they are greedy, unscrupulous bastards, they build a world full of stratovators, all Golden Goose equipped, to drill into the past and break down space-time, overseen by an unprecedented AI developed from Origin Suit Tech, which was exactly the world Nadi wanted to prevent.
Which cues up Future Past You. Future Past You goes back to prevent Ibius from getting Golden Goose, and thus the second alteration of the island's history occurs, and the timeline changes again. The entire Biketoan culture comes from Future You going too far back in time and being mistaken for a goddess. Then, we have a lull in the time travel antics with not much happening until 2020, but 2020 hits, and wham! Ibius finds the Origin Suit, and the entire cycle begins again.
And so we come to August 16th, 2040. Ibius gives Leviathan full control of the Stratovator's Golden Goose array, with nobody realizing it is obsessed with developing exosuits. Next thing we know, dinosaurs are raining from the sky all over Island. Leviathan makes itself perfect exosuit testing ground.
Right, so Haruka tries to destroy Leviathan, but she can't, because she can't create enough Lozol to do the job. She's got Yannick Nadi on her side, or some echo of him that's still bouncing around the Ibius systems, but somehow Leviathan catches on to what they're doing.
Surprise, surprise, machine programmed by amoral maniacs is amoral maniac.
Leviathan purges all the Lozal off the Stratovator control platform, which explodes and sends the cable crashing down on the island.
The Bigator incident.
Dr. Garrett Signs escapes alive, but Golden Goose is lost in the wreckage. Ibius stands to lose their Hyzal energy revolution.
And in the meantime, Leviathan still running war games on the island, repeating the Bigator incident day after day, time after time. All while space-time distortions and dinosaurs become a damn pandemic and innocent people all over the world pay the price.
Ibius creates problem, then sells world the solution. They form exofighter squads, and we crash on the island, and Leviathan gets Ace as a new plaything for the war game. Magnum, Durbin, Dr. Signs, and God knows how many others all arrive on the same way in their own separate timelines.
Now, Magnum thought he'd found a way out when he got part of Golden Goose, but that only made him a target for Durbin. And we were next. Little did we know we were up against the most deadly foe of all. Me, with 2 arms.
You forgot part about them being disgusting grave robbers, using corpse to do dirty work.
Zombies. Ugh.
Anchor Division, Haruka, Golden Goose, and... zombies. All of it, it's all there.
What I don't understand, what's this thing's motive? How does an AI become obsessed? Dinosaurs, self-preservation. There's no way for a computer to behave.
Well, I think we've all seen just how little it takes for a really good AI to develop into something more.
Compliment acknowledged.
Oh, so much history, all of it leading to us, right here, right now.
I mean, you could almost call it fate. And look at us. Haruka's brother, Durbin's doppelganger, the goddess of Bikatoa herself, and Ace, the best exo fighter in the fleet.
Second best.
Yes, right. Sorry, Madge. The point is, out of thousands of exo fighter crews out there, it's come down to us.
But the chart is missing one thing.
What's that, Chief?
We're about to be the most important thing that ever happened on this island. Sandy?
Understood.
Perfect.
All hooked up. We can jump the carrier back to 2040 at any time.
Okay, sir.